telling y'all that I wanted tickets and stuff. And y'all answer the poll in the chat. Let us know whose team you are. Right now, we got 100% of people saying their team Claressa. But yeah, bro, I looked at the tickets, bro, because I wanted to meet Claressa. Them tickets is $1,000, ninja. $1,000, bro. There's no way, bro. I guess I'm gonna just watch from afar, bro. Past that, she's spoken for. Hey, man, shout out to Pap. She's spoken for. But yeah, so we're gonna pull up what happened or what recently came out. And basically what it was is, or as the ladies like to say, the tea is the tea.
But what the hell, boy?
Sorry. Yeah, so they said the tea was, let me see, that Claressa came back out on Twitter and handled that. So first things first, we'll start here. We had Tesehki responding to Claressa Shields and claiming the boxer is harassing her family members. She's obsessed and a liar. So Tesehki is standing on business. And like I said, let us know whose team you're on, either Team Claressa and team Tesehki. And to the other platforms that I'm streaming on, you guys can type it in all caps. Type Team Claressa or Team Tesehki. Man, say that 5 times fast, bro. Come on now.
But what the hell, boy?
Say that 5 times fast. But yeah, what I was saying. So, yeah, they say she's standing on business and what she said about running against Claressa Shields at the BET Awards. The Baddie star exclusively tells us about what went down while calling the boxer a liar and alleging she's been harassing Tesehki's family members via DM. When asked about the alleged interaction, the Baltimore native says, Claressa, saw me doing my interview, clear as day. I even spoke to Pap at the concession line. My bestie Quay was right there to confirm. All I know is, that's a little bit, I don't want to say messy, but that is a little bit drastic. Why are you speaking to her, man, if you guys don't like each other? I don't know. Is that just me?
You need to leave.
If y'all got beef with each other, that's wild. That's like me as a ninja. I got beef with the other ninja. I'm talking to the ninja girl. That ninja's gonna pop me, bro. He gonna pop me. Here we go. Blah, blah. She said, when you spoke with Pap, they asked her, when you spoke with Pap, how was that interaction? And she said he was staring like he saw a ghost. So that's what made me say, hello. Come on, bro. Come on now, dog. So a grown man, anyways, he swallowed and spoke back. Quay was right there. It was only me, Quay, and Pap. Is Quay, I don't know who Quay is. Is Quay a girl or a guy? Either way, it doesn't matter. So I seen a ninja with a girl and I swallowed and I looked like I seen a ghost. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Let me see what else. Like I said, hold on. We're going to pull it up. We're going to pull up this thing. I have it right here. 1 second, y'all. Bear with me. It makes no sense to me. Let me see. Here we go.
Claressa don't want no smoke. That me. It's all love. She see me, it was all love. It was all love. It wasn't no smoke. Wasn't no smoke at the BET Awards. Let's keep it sweet, okay? Let's keep it glitzy.
Yeah, I mean, she's straight looking. Shout out to what's the other? Shout out to Krishan. Ladies, one thing, when y'all get them claw nails, bro, when y'all get them claw nails, I feel like I feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna just say it like
what
that.
The hell, boy?
I'm gonna let her finish. Hold up.
Clammy. It's all love. Nothing to get. Y'all need to stop telling me to do that. I don't need to get anybody. Okay? All I need to be getting is my children, my man, my dogs. That's it.
Oh damn, she got a ninja. Oh shit. She got a ninja.
You need to leave.
Never mind, my brother. My bad. Oh shit. My fault, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna bring that back up. Yeah, so she got a man, so she's spoken for, so that kind of just turned me off in a whole other way.
Claressa don't want no smoke. That me.
But this what happened. So this what happened. So she came out with this, talking about Claressa don't want no smoke. And I'm team, I'm gonna be honest. I've seen Tesehki fight or whatever. I mean, she could fight. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm team Claressa because Claressa, Miss Shields is a professional boxer. Like, what are we talking about?
But what the hell, boy?
Are you guys crazy?
You need to leave.
Bro, and then Tesehki said she needs only 6 months to like be at the same level of like a 13-0 boxer. Like, this lady's crazy. We're gonna pull up the footage because I always bring my receipts, as they like to say. But here we go.
See me, it was all love. It was all love. It wasn't no smoke. Wasn't no smoke at the BT Awards.
I thought this girl said wipe your nose. I said, excuse me, police. Here we go.
Keep it sweet, okay?
Keep it sweet.
Let's keep it glitzy and glammy.
All right, baby.
All love.
We get it. And then we had Claressa responding. Shout out to the GOAT. And she said, let's set the record straight. I never ran into Tesehki at the BET Awards. I'm focused on real fights with real athletes, world champions, not randoms looking for clout. When you got back-to-back Olympic gold medals and multiple world titles in 5 weight classes, maybe then you'll be on my radar. Until then, stay in your lane. Facts. Now, shout out to her. I like the response. I like the clap back. But yeah, we discussed this in one of our previous streams, and I believe this is why she didn't win Sportswoman of the Year award. And it's not the way that you guys think.
You need to leave.
It's not the way that you guys think. I'm on Claressa's side. I feel like the people watching, or the powers that be, are watching her entertain people who are not on the same level as her. And it's like the fact that it's like how do I say this? Like, I mean, basketball players do this, but the best way to describe it, it's like, cause we had the Angel Reese episode that we did where we were discussing how she felt like she was snubbed by Angel Reese getting Sportswoman of the Year award. So it's like, based off of what was going on, because she did actually respond to her, it's like Angel Reese going to the hood and saying, let the best basketball player in the hood come face me. And it's like, you know,
But what the hell, boy?
it don't matter whether or not, because you guys aren't playing the same game. Like, you're playing professional fighting and she's doing street fighting. It's not the same game. There's a referee, regardless of if you can beat her or not beat her. And I'm looking at it as, you know, from that perspective, but I'm saying the world's looking at it from a, you know, this girl's always in some shit. She kind of messy. Whereas Angel Reese had the shit, or had the little competition she had with Caitlin Clark, right? With Caitlin Clark, but Caitlin Clark is in the WNBA, so it's more of a make sense kind of competition. And like I said, between that and then being with Papoose, I feel like that's why they try to snub her. And we gonna pull it up. I showed the footage earlier. We gonna pull it up. She said, at this point, all I can do is laugh. She's sitting there lying for clout again. I kind of believe you tucked your tail. You sound crazier than her. Let me see. Oh, she mad. Hold on. Let me see. What is this about? Let me make it bigger for you guys to see. 1 second. And boom. All right, so you guys can't see it. I'm here to let you know. But I'll read it to you. It says specifically, she's mad I'm a natural born eater. Your fights don't make no. First off, excuse me?
But what the hell, boy?
A natural born eater? Your fights don't make no noise at all, baby. And all your opponents walk off looking the same way they came. It's okay, I might train so I can give you the noise and attention you need badly. So then off my D and watch my new video, learn the lyrics. And that was her previous comments about Claressa. Let me see what else. Shout out to Krishan, looking good as ever. Shout out to Blueface, baby. Yeah, aight. And now this post says, this was Claressa's post. She said, what a shame you molested your own sister, which is crazy. Hashtag eater.
You need to leave.
That's wild. Not y'all favorite eater, copying please. Them little elementary school street fights you've been having, they stupid for ever putting your name in the same sentence as mine. You can get off my coochie. All yelling at the man on the show. He was confused. Dolly had you crashing out. And yes, this is why you didn't get the Sportswoman of the Year award. But it's okay. It's okay.
You need to leave.
And that's why I tell y'all, when y'all become, look, this is to anybody, and I'm saying this to you guys. Also remember, guys, when I do this show, I'm not only talking to you, I'm talking to myself, because I have to remind myself. A lot of times we have to talk to ourselves to remind ourselves how to move in society. So if you become a person of means, like let's say you come out the hood and all this stuff, you got to kind of change the way you move, and you got to change who you entertain. You can't be beefing with people who aren't in the same caliber as you. Now, I mean, you guys are both public figures, as we call it. You guys are celebrities, but at the same time, you're a professional. So whatever Tesehki does, I don't know what she do. I know she be on the baddie stuff. So I guess she's a reality star. She's a reality star and you're a professional boxer. As a professional boxer, remove boxer, you still have professional. So when I say professional boxer, it's like, we'll put that in the category of professional athlete. Like I said, professional basketball player, whatever. You're held to that standard. So for example, I use basketball and football and all that because I used to play those sports when I was young and coming up. Before the games, you got to dress up. You can't just say anything because you'll get fined. No, you can't fail the drug test, all that kind of shit. But the main thing is the decorum and how people view you. You have to make sure people view you in a positive light. You don't have time to be sitting there beefing with people. That's why as a basketball player and a football player, really a basketball player, you can get fined for doing stuff to fans or saying things to fans because it's not professional. Now, this is the same thing, except Tesehki may not be a fan, but like I said, you can't turn around and say what you want to say. Now, I know you want to say what you want to say, and you're probably going to, and you don't care if you get fined, but I'm saying it still creates a certain kind of optic when people look at you. For example, that's why y'all don't see me cuss on here the way I would like to cuss on here and just be saying anything. Because if I say what I actually want to say, people aren't going to sit there and watch me majority of the time because I might be a little bit too vulgar. I might say things that people don't want to hear. I'm not at that level where I can do that and not deal with repercussions. And even then, like I said, everybody has to answer to somebody. So you could be at that level and you will still have to deal with repercussions. If Jeff Bezos came on here and started cussing and all that, we would laugh and all this stuff, but people would look at him like,
But what the hell, boy?
is this somebody I want to work with? You get me? But we're going to show you guys the footage of Claressa and Tesehki talking to each other. I think this was a month ago. And that's what set it all off, the beef or whatever. And yeah, like I said, I'm team Claressa. I feel like she could mess up a couple ninjas if she really wanted to. But you never know. Hold on. Let me pull up TikTok. Here we go. Boom. All right. Interact. Let me see. Let's see. Claressa. Tesehki Claressa. Let me move this over. Hold on. Let's see. Let me see. Nope. It's not the one I wanted. Hold on, I'm trying to find the one I want. Here it is. So this is where the beef started, supposedly.
Like me, but I'm gonna train the same way you gonna train. I will beat the fuck out of her. Fuck is you
Claressa?
talking about? Yes, if I trained and didn't smoke and drink, cause what she got so amped up off of is from drugs and alcohol. Like, no training. This is just natural. Bitch, you train every day. Bitch, you can't do a fight without training, ho. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, let me do your training you doing. And
Okay, so when you say you can't do a fight without training, that's where I have to hit this. That's where I have to say this.
But what the hell, boy?
She is a professional boxer. What are you talking about? I don't know. That's why I say, or that's where she said that's them drugs talking, bruh.
let me not be off that weed and poppers. Bitch,
Poppers.
I'm the motherfucking champion around this bitch.
Poppers. Poppers.
You need to leave.
Poppers.
Fuck, I'm tired of these bitches keep picking with me. The fuck, cause I liked her from what I seen, like, oh, she a champion.
And people ask me, do I think I can beat her in a fight? I said, do I think or do I know? She needs to be checking her fans and not checking me or trying to clock my teeth, talking about some she used to like me. Girl, you never came to a fight. You never said congrats on a motherfucking world championship. You never mentioned me in a good light. So no, you did not ever like me, and that doesn't matter to me. But to sit here and say you can whoop some ass and you out here popping pills and doing everything you're doing, you're not gonna whoop nobody ass. You need to go to rehab and get that shit out your system.
Poppers. Poppers. Here we go.
You need help. Your friends need to help you. If I was out here popping pills, my friends would take me to the motherfucking rehab. They are tired.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I could never, bro. I could never.
What the hell, boy?
I could never. I have a very addictive personality. The only pills you guys ever see me pop is vitamins, bro. That's real. There's just no way. I just don't want to feel as good as I see these like people on the streets be feeling, bro. I don't want to feel that good. That's just me though. I'm a guy, so I don't know.
My black ass up And walk me straight in that motherfucker and say, hey, don't let her out till she's clean.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let's continue.
Krishan's sister. There you go. That's what you need. You need rehab.
Rehab.
You don't need to be talking about fighting no motherfucking body. You need to wrap it up. You need to quit fighting. You know, I know you knocking out girls' teeth and shit like that on a little show or whatever. Hey, good for you. I am not them. I promise you I'm not them. So take that shit on somewhere else. Go on now. Cause
I need me a girl like Claressa.
You need to leave.
Let's continue.
Cause I'm quick to offer a bitch 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 just to whip my ass. And you whip my ass, I throw you that money. Hey, you know I'm quick. You know I'm quick. You know.
There's so many jokes going through my head, but I ain't gonna say them in case I ever meet these people in real life. Let's continue. Yeah, so like I said, here we go. This is another one.
I seen the Claressa shawty come up in the comments. Talking, I don't like when people talk over me, or or try to talk to me. Like if me and you talking, and right now like this, and when I just start talking to me, I'm going to completely ignore her. Although I'm hearing everything she said, I'm not gonna respond to her until I'm ready, because I think that it was rude that she was talking to me. So while I was talking to my favorite supporters on this live, go to say that, I was telling about the fight. I seen the Claressa shawty come up in the comments. She's talking about what's up. Bitch, get out my face. What is you talking about what's up? I told you, seen what I said? If I trained, you want to fight me and get up in the ring with me off of baddies. What I did to a bitch in a 5-second clip. Off of, like, I'm a smoker. Baby, I smoke. Down. I party down. Like, I'm at work.
What do y'all see in these people?
You need to leave.
I don't know. All right, real quick, we're gonna show them fighting and then we're gonna get up on out of here, man. I gotta go.